Hi guys, it's Rachel. So today I wanted to film a video and I wasn't sure what I was going to film, and I've been sort of uploading other videos and I was catching up on what was in my subscription box, and I saw this tag constantly popping up. It's the Get Your Freak On 15 Weird Questions tag, and I'd seen it sort of at the end of last week, I think it was, start to sort of show up a lot in my subscription box, and I hadn't had a chance to watch any of the videos yet. And the first one I saw was actually one from Michael Buckley from the What the Buck show. It was on his Perone 75 channel, and it was actually done by Amanda, his sort of beauty guru alter ego, which is actually a little doll, and it was hilarious. I could not stop laughing. I think I watched it about 3 times. I was sitting at work when I was watching it, and it was at the end of my lunch break, so I probably should have been getting back to work. I probably shouldn't have been watching it. And I had my headphones in and I was just giggling, and I was trying so hard not to laugh because it was just hilarious. And if you watch a lot of videos on the beauty community, the jokes will probably make even more sense to you and you'll find it hilarious. Even if you don't, I still suggest watching it. And I will link it in the bottom bar below because I think it's definitely worth watching. It's a good sort of 5-minute laugh to brighten up your day. And in honour of that, I am wearing my What the Buck Show t-shirt. So it's the I'm the Social one, and it's got What the Buck written on the back, and I thought I would wear it today in honour of that because I just thought it was a really great video. Anyway, so since I've seen it, and since I've seen so many, I thought I would join the bandwagon and do the tag myself. So it's 15 weird questions. As always, I will link them in the bottom bar below, and if you guys would like to do this tag either via the comments or via leaving me a video response, I would love to hear your answers to the questions. So I've got my questions up on my computer over here, so if I'm looking over there, that's what I'm doing. But the first question is, what is a nickname that only your family calls you? For me, I don't know if there really is one. I generally get Rachy sometimes. Oh, I do have one that only, I guess, my family calls me in a way. When I was, not when I was young, well, I was younger as well, but when my little sister was younger, she couldn't say Rachel. So she used to call me Rara. And every now and then someone brings it up and says Rara, calls me Rara, but I think that's probably the only sort of family centered nickname that I've got. So yeah, Rara. Question number 2 is, what's a weird habit of yours? I don't know if I necessarily have any weird habits. I always take a book with me everywhere I go, even if I'm like going to the movies, or if I'm going to a friend's house, or I've even had a book in my bag when I was going to a wedding, which I guess is a weird habit. It doesn't mean that I necessarily break out the book and start reading, but I just always have a book with me. So I guess that's kind of a weird habit. Question number 3 is, do you have any weird phobias? I have a phobia. I don't think it's that weird, and it is of needles. I just cannot have needles. I just can't do it. The thought of someone, it's not even about the pain, it's just that the thought of someone giving me a needle horrifies me. I can't watch them when they're happening on TV. I haven't had a needle since I was like, I don't even know how young, primary school probably. The last time I had a blood test was, the only way they could do it was because I had been knocked out to have my wisdom teeth out. I was fully under anaesthetic, and my doctor wrote a letter to the hospital saying, can you please take blood while she's unconscious? I didn't even have the needle. You're supposed to have a needle to put you unconscious. I didn't even do that. I had like a gas mask because I hate needles. I can't have needles. I have like other things, like I don't really like spiders and things like that, but that's not a phobia. For me, my phobia is needles, but I'm sure there are plenty of other people out there that have that phobia as well, I think, maybe. Question number 4 is, what's a song you secretly love to blast and belt out when you are alone? I don't know if there's like secretly. I think Avril Lavigne's Girlfriend. I jump around and sing that one a bit every now and then if I'm by myself. Yeah, we'll go with that one. That's the only one I can think of at the top of my head. There are plenty. I usually just get my iPhone out and have that, turn the volume up on that, and just have random songs whenever I'm like just doing my hair or cleaning my bedroom or whatever, and jump around, dance and sing very terribly. I have to keep my door shut because yeah, it's not good. But anyway, next question is number 5. What is one of your biggest pet peeves? For me, it's probably, I really don't like passive aggressive people, people who you can tell are trying to be aggressive but try and act nice even though they're being mean. I don't like that. Oh, I don't like people who are really loud on the train, who like will take a phone call on a long train ride and will continue talking for the entire time, and they talk really, really loudly, and it's just so annoying, especially when you can only hear half the conversation and they keep on going on and on and on. It drives me nuts. So passive aggressive people and anybody who's kind of rude on public transport just drives me mental. Number 6 is, what's one of your nervous habits? I don't necessarily think it's a habit. When I get nervous, I shake. Like my knees can physically shake, and even if I don't seem sort of outwardly nervous, I can talk really calmly. But if you look down on the bottom half of me, like I am shaking. My arms shake, my knees shake. Like it's like I could be holding a piece of paper and it'll be shaking like this. That's what happens when I'm really nervous. And sometimes I even tell myself that I'm not nervous, but if subconsciously I am nervous, that's when I'll be shaking. Question number 7 is, what side of the bed do you sleep on? Okay, for me it is this side right here because my door is over there, and I always like to sleep on this side that is furthest from the door. And I don't know why, that sort of started from when I was really young, and I used to think, I don't know, just if monsters or robbers or someone was going to come in and get me, it's better to be further away from the door. I don't know. I know that was like my childhood logic, and now it's just come with me into adulthood. I always prefer to be sleeping furthest away from the door. Question number 8 is, what was your first animal and its name? My first stuffed animal was actually a teddy bear, and I will just grab it for you. Oh, that was graceful. This is my first stuffed animal ever. I still have it. His name is Rebel. He's a boy. He's a teddy bear, and I think I got him when I was actually at hospital. I had a few other stuffed toys that I got when I was born in hospital, but Rebel is the one that has stayed with me for a very long time, and he still sits kind of either on my bed or near my bed. And I love him. So that is my first stuffed animal, and he's had a few different ribbons. This purple ribbon didn't start with, I think it actually started off with a red ribbon, and then he had an apricot ribbon because that was the colour of my room, and then he had no ribbon, and now he's got a purple one because I think I got that on a present recently and I just tied it around his neck. So a lot of different neck wear, but still the same teddy bear. The next question is, maybe he should be in the video, I'll just hold him here. The next question is number 9. What's the drink you always order at Starbucks? I must say that I don't go to Starbucks heaps, but when I do, it's probably a hot chocolate or a white hot chocolate. Something like that. I know at Christmas time and other times they bring out sort of special things, like they might add a little bit of peppermint or something in it, and then I'll try that, but generally it's probably a hot chocolate. Number 10 is, what beauty rule do you preach but never actually practice? I try to practice as many as I can. It'd probably be using heat protectant spray when you straighten your hair or curl your hair. I try to, and I do sometimes, but I often forget, and you really should use it all the time, and I just forget and sometimes don't, which is really bad, which is probably why my hair is damaged. The one rule I never break is going to bed without taking off your makeup. I always do that, even if I'm at someone's house and I don't have anything with me and it was like a random sleepover or something and I've just got nothing. I will use soap, I will use anything, but I never go to sleep with my makeup on. So I keep that rule, but the heat protectant thing sometimes I miss. And I also wash my hair sometimes every single night, and you're not supposed to do that. You're supposed to do it every second night or every other night, but yeah, I kind of break that rule. Question number 11 is, which way do you face in the shower? I was thinking about this. I'm not 100% sure. I think I sometimes face towards the spray and then sometimes I'm facing away. Like I alternate at different times in the shower. I'm never facing to the side. It's either towards the spray or away from the spray. I don't have a definitive answer. Question number 12. Do you have any weird body skills? Oh, I have hyperextended arms. So for most people, I'm going to have to try and do this, their arm kind of stops. That's my arm bent. And then if I have my, oh, you're not going to be able to see it, but basically my arm bends further than it when it's straight. It bends so far past straight that it actually becomes unstraight. I don't know. Hyperextended arms. You can kind of see it when I go like that. That's like kind of like my weird body trick skill. It's not really a skill, it's just a weird thing about my body. Question number 13 is, what's your favourite comfort food? Food that's bad for you but you love to eat it anyway. It's probably chocolate. Anything chocolate. Chocolate ice cream, like, or chocolate ice cream cookies. I love chocolate ice cream cookies, chocolate brownies, chocolate. That's my favourite comfort food. I think that's probably similar for a lot of people. Question number 14 is, what phrase or exclamation do you always say? I don't have necessarily one. I go through phases where I say different things for a while, and it's usually because I've heard it somewhere and then I just keep on saying it. I used to say like, oh my damn, so much, and I think it was because it was on, what was that show? What I Like About You, the show with Amanda Bynes. Thumbs up if you have seen that show before, you remember that show. But I go through different phases. I think at the moment I say sort of. I go a lot, and I'm trying to stop that, but I don't have a specific phrase. And question number 15, last question, is time to sleep. What are you actually wearing? For me, it's usually pajamas of some sort. It's winter, so I'll always wear like long pajamas. In summer, it gets really hot and I get really hot sleeping, so it's usually just like a really big, oversized old t-shirt. Nothing fancy, unfortunately, just comfy. Anything comfy, that's what I wear. So that is it. That is all 15 questions. Like I said, I'll list them all in the bottom bar below, and I tag all of you to do these tags. I think it's really, really fun, and I'd love to see what your answers are to the questions. So I'll talk to you guys all later. I hope you're having a fantastic day. Bye!